very impressed with the way they come to work every day.
I think we finally got over that hump, but I feel like we're going to take our game to the next level.
We understand Largo's tradition. We understand what Largo represents. So we intentionally make sure that we display that every chance we get.
This is Largo, a lot of school spirit here. I feel like this is a hidden gem.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And with that, welcome to the PG13 After Show, everybody. Dave Owens in the house. I'll be your host. And with me today, the Largo Lions are in the house. Let our studio audience say, yay! Largo Lions in the house. It's great to have you guys, Coach Deron Thomas, here. Congratulations, Coach. And I know you got your crew here. To my left, none other than Christian Manning, senior outside linebacker, defensive end, doing a great job for the Lions. Good to see you, man.
You too.
Good to see you, man. And all the way over to my right, running back extraordinaire, the touchdown maker, Mr. Malik Griffin, senior running back, 3.0, 3.6, young men getting it done on and off the field. Running back, defensive back, doing a great job. So the Largo Lions are in the house. Coach, again, welcome. Appreciate you coming down on a Sunday because I know that you and the parents could be in a lot of different places today. So really appreciate you being here. And congratulations are in order because you guys made the playoffs, man. Playoffs. Give them a round of applause on that. Playoffs.
Yeah.
Playoffs.
Definitely excited. Definitely happy to be here with you today.
I mean, how does that feel? I mean, my goodness, it's been a while. It's been a while. When you hear Largo and you hear playoffs, how does that make Coach Thomas feel?
Makes me feel great. The journey was long. The journey was tough. But we're here now, so we're focused on the process, and we are blessed to have the opportunity to continue our season.
Well, and no doubt about that. It has been a journey, and it has been a process. We'll talk about that throughout the show. Of course, PG13 is the show where we talk about the scholar athlete in Prince George's County on and off the field. These young men and these coaches and these parents, for that matter, doing great things, again, for these young men and for the county as well. I'm not the only one talking here today. We have a wonderful co-host, and let's all kind of get together and on three say, hi, Sharice. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Sharice.
Hi, everybody.
Sharice is our social media guru. Really, she is the co-host of this show, and she always chimes in with some early thoughts. Sharice, what do you have for us today, young lady?
All right. Well, first, I want to thank everyone for watching. And please make sure that you take advantage of the comment section. Leave all of your questions and comments you may have for the Lions, and we'll ask them. First thing I want to ask you all is you all have made the playoffs, like Dave just said. And it's the first time that you've made the playoffs since '97. How does that feel?
To the players. Christian, how does that make you feel, man?
For me, it feels great. It gives us an opportunity to prove ourselves. I've been on the football team here for the past 3 years. Each year, we just barely miss the playoffs, so to be able to make it this year is special.
Malik, what about you, man?
Yeah, it also feels great to make it. This is my first year at Largo, but it feels great to be a part of something bigger than myself.
Well, and you guys have certainly done a lot of work, Coach, and we talked about that. Don't forget now, of course, you're probably looking around and you're seeing that we're in the Vox Wave studios right behind us over my shoulder. You can see that. So make sure that you're on YouTube right now at Vox Wave. And as Sharice said, you can look at the comment section, and it's an interactive show. So we want to hear questions from Largo Nation out there. And if you put them up there, Sharice is going to see them, and then she's going to ask them here on the show. I got a feeling, Coach, Largo Nation is going to ask a lot of questions today. I mean, I just have a feeling. Is your principal out there?
Probably so. Probably so.
Dr. Bashar, are you in the house? We hope to hear from you in just a second. But Coach, I want to pick up on a theme that we talked about at the beginning of the year, constant improvement with this team. I know the final record said 3-6, but you guys battled from the beginning to the end. Sort of give me your sense, your thoughts on this group as you guys started in August, and here you are in the playoffs.
I feel like this group, you know, they stayed with it. They stuck with the process, always came to work every day with a good attitude. Got a little rough there for us in the mid part of the season, we had a stretch there where we played against 4 straight teams with a combined record of 25-2. A few of those teams being 3 classifications larger than us. We always knew and were confident that we were a good football team, and we were just waiting for our chance to be able to show it. And over the year, I really feel like we're improved, and right now, heading to the playoff, hopefully that we can click on all cylinders and get it done.
Well, Christian, and your coach brings up a really good point. You guys are a 1A team, but you played a lot of 2A, 3A, 4A teams. What was that like? I mean, you guys had to play up an awful lot.
I feel like playing against those teams made us better because, like Coach Thomas always said during practices and during game day, that makes us battle tested. So when we play the teams on the 1A level, we should be ready to compete with them.
One of the things I always hear when I come on the campus at Largo, Malik, is Den Pride. That's just the phrase of the day when I come to Largo. Tell me what Den Pride means to you, and I'm asking you that question because it's kind of a segue into our first sort of clip that we're going to show the folks out there watching. Den Pride means a lot to Largoans. Is it Largoans? Is that right? Largans?
Largonians.
Largonians? Whoever they are.
Largonians.
Yeah, the Lions, we'll say it that way. But to Malik, what does Den Pride mean to you, and sort of how do you take that into your everyday life as a football player and a student too?
A Largo, like the spirit, is like the heart and soul of the school. So everybody's represented by the school spirit.
Sure.
So everybody just go out there and try their best, basically getting better every day at what you do, perfecting your craft.
And no excuses either. I know that's a big one that Coach, you always say, no excuses. Well, Den Pride, Den Tough, Den Spirit, that's something that we always see when we come on the campus at Largo. We're going to show the folks at home who are sitting there watching on Vox Wave, and of course we want you to chime in. But we're going to give you a little sample of what we experienced when we went to Largo a couple of weeks ago. Here's a little clip, and it's called Den Pride. Enjoy it.
Really like this group. A lot of positive, high character individuals. This is one of the best teams that I've coached from an intangible standpoint.
Last game we took a tough loss to Flowers, but we want to get that feeling back to winning.
We're not dealing with a population of 2,500 kids. We may have between 700 and 850 students here.
Henry Canoe.
Pillar of our team, heart and soul of our football team, leader of our football team.
I know all the young players are looking up to me, and I got to set a good example.
Most unique, my center, James. He could come out here and run this practice himself if he had to.
Yep, once I could. No.
Small in stature, but he's definitely a fire plug.
Coming from JV last year, coming up on varsity, stepping up to be a captain means a lot. And him saying that, it just means that he can rely on me and trust on me to do what I got to do.
I see that clip there, Coach, especially with James, and he's something else, isn't he?
He is. He definitely keeps us entertained at
It
all
doesn't.
times. Yeah, definitely does.
But I want to pick up on some of the things that we saw there in the clip. When you talk, you really like this group.
I do.
Record aside, you really like this group, and sort of give me a sense for why you like this group so much.
I just like the character of these young men. It's always good to come work with these guys. Obviously, we push the guys hard, but from a character standpoint, I love coming to work every day.
Okay.
I love being around these guys. I think they bring the best out of me as a person. So me coming to work, having the opportunity to have an impact on these young men's lives, it's very fulfilling because they're such good young men.
You talked about it also in that clip. You talked a lot about overcoming, some adversity. Not only do you have to play up a lot of times, but you guys had to battle through some things. And for Christian, I wonder, we came out and we saw that Northwestern game, and I know that was a tough loss for you guys. But I don't want to get into what the call was or wasn't during that game, but sort of take us through how this football team overcame some of that adversity in the Northwestern game, but throughout the season as well, because you guys had to be tough, mentally tough through the season.
Right. So we realized in the Northwestern game that it should never have came to that point. We gave up too many plays ourselves that gave the refs the opportunity to mess up a call when we probably should have been up in that game. So we just use that as a learning experience so that we can come out early and execute on all cylinders before the refs have a chance to dictate the outcome of the game.
Well said, well said. And throughout the year, Malik, when you're a senior, you have to be a leader, whether you want to be a leader or not, right? And when you're a running back, you tend to get the ball a lot, so it's all eyes tend to be on you. How did you, from your standpoint, from a leadership standpoint, make sure the young guys didn't get discouraged when you had some of those tough moments throughout the year? How were you able to do that?
Well, after they get down, I tell them, like, I got their back, and we're going to look out for each other, make it easy on both parts.
So, Coach, as you look forward now, obviously, I mean, those kind of lessons that you learn going to help you in the playoffs because you're going to need it because in the playoffs, you meet adversity, and obviously you got a tough Fairmont Heights team this week.
Right. Fairmont Heights, very tough team. And, playoff, we know adversity is going to come throughout the game. So that's something that we're going to talk about and focus on a lot this week. Obviously, we lost to them earlier in the year, so we know we're well aware of what they're capable of.
Yeah.
Over the past 5 years or so, this Largo Fairmont Heights deal is turning into a little bit of a rivalry game. Last year we beat them in overtime. They got us about 2 points this year. The year before that, we were able to win the 2 previous years before that. So it's kind of a rivalry deal here. We're in close proximity to each other.
Yeah.
And now we're playing, with big stakes on the line.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to it. We know that they're looking forward to it as well. And we'll be up. They will as well. And it'll be a good game Friday night.
I can't wait to watch it. I know it's going to be a good one. I know Largo's going to be ready. I know Fairmont Heights is going to be ready. Are you ready at home? That's the question that we want to know. Again, don't forget to chime in on VoxWave on YouTube. We want to hear your questions. You ask questions, it'll be announced over the air. We'll call your name even. So, what do you think of these Largo Lions in 2018? How proud are you of them? We want to hear your comments. Make sure that you are doing that as well. So Largo Nation, make sure that you're chiming in. Coach, I want to ask you this question, then I want to pick up on that with the players there. You talk about when you're a smaller school, it's not just, okay, the numbers are this, you're taking on schools that might have 1,500, 2,000, but that has an impact on how you can build a program, doesn't it? Talk a little bit about that.
It definitely has an impact. A lot of the young men that we get at Largo aren't those guys that's been playing football all their life.
Okay.
A lot of the guys, we pick them up in 9th grade, we pick them up in 10th grade, we pull them out of the hallways. Hey, do you want to play football? Are you interested in football? And if they say yes or they give me any glimmer of hope, we're going to get those guys. Yeah. And it's our job as a coaching staff to try to teach them and develop them as football players during the time that we have them. And that's pretty much what we do at Largo from building a program.
And you built the program. This is your 6th season now at Largo, and you built it slowly but surely. For the players, I want to ask you this question. What does your coach mean to you?
My coach means everything to me.
Why?
He's taught me everything I know about football because my first year playing was my 10th grade year. I had never played football before then. So everything I know, he's taught me and everything. And he's helping me get recruited by colleges too. So everything that I have is coming from him.
Well, with a 3.6, he's on his way.
He's definitely on his way, and that's something that we're big on. I tell those guys, if you focus on your academics and you want to play at the next level, you will have that opportunity if your grades are up to par. And Christian is an example of that. Proud of him and what he's doing, and I can't wait till hopefully we have a few more weeks left in us, and then we can get to work on trying to get him in school.
Well, again, when you have that 3.6, it makes it easy. Malik, what about you? What's your coach mean to you? I know he's been there for a while, and I know that he is someone that oversees and mentors you guys on and off the field. Tell me what Coach Thomas means to you.
Coach Thomas means the world to me. He showed me that he gave me the love for the game back because I wasn't playing that much, and then I went over here, and then he just gave me an opportunity to do what I love to do.
Say no more. Say no more. Well, one of the things that you guys had to deal with this year was the loss of one of your brothers. I know that you lost a coach. There's no, I guess, rule book to or what's the word I'm looking for? There's no rule book to how you deal with that stuff during the regular season, but I think you guys handled it well. Let's take a look at some of that. The Largo family is tight. The Largo family is strong, but they also had to deal with earlier this year the loss of one of their brothers. Let's take a look at that right now.
He meant everything to the program. Gave his all to these kids every single day of his life. Total shock. He was here Tuesday at practice as normal, and the next day he was gone.
But I don't even know where to start.
I didn't believe it. I didn't think that was real.
And he told me, man, you're gonna be great one day. And I just thought to myself, man, the only person who believed in me is gone.
Sometimes we don't understand, the man upstairs. We don't understand his plan sometimes, but we got to continue to trust in him, and believe that his will be done.
Well, it goes without saying. I mean, those things are tough. Again, there's no roadmap, no guide, no coach's guide, no player's guide, no parent's guide to how you deal with that. But I know Coach Hunter meant a lot to your program.
He did. He definitely did. He meant a lot to me first as a friend, and to the program. He came to work every day with a smile on his face. There's nothing that he wouldn't do for these young men. Obviously, we miss him, but we thank him for giving us the time that he had, and being a positive example for these young men.
And Christian, when you guys heard that news, how did you guys rally sort of as a team? What went through your mind as you young men had to, obviously you had to take in that information, but then you wanted to play for your coach as well?
At first I didn't really believe it, but after we took the day off when we first heard about it, and the next couple of days, we all just spent a lot of time around each other so that we could comfort each other and determine how we wanted to finish the season.
Malik?
Well, we all cried with each other. We all knew it was hard, and we all knew we had to rally on it to complete our goal for him.
Well, again, it's very difficult for coaches, again, parents and administrators, even players, to deal with that kind of stuff because you never know when that is coming. But certainly you guys are playing in his honor and playing very well. There's no doubt about that. So good on you for doing that. It's a tough transition from that to other things concerning your football program and just Largo in general. But let's try to do that transition it as best we can. One of the things that I always notice when I come to Largo is the spirit inside the building. It's not fake. It's real. I mean, I made this joke when we were interviewing. I think your principal is like the social media queen. Dr. Mershaw is everywhere when it comes to Largo. She's proud of it. The rest of the administration as well, but she sort of leads that effort. That trickles down to you guys as well, I'm assuming?
It does. It trickles down. Like you said, Dr. Mershaw, she's so supportive of everything going on in the school, not just the football program. The rest of the administration is as well, the athletic director, the teachers. It's really a close, tight-knit community. That's why I said during the show that I feel like we're one of the hidden gems in the county because it's really a family atmosphere there, and there's great things going on in Largo.
Christian, how does that make you feel as a student? I mean, sometimes, students, I don't want to get too involved with the administration, but I mean, your principal and your administration, Mr. Lewis, I know, is out there all the time as well. Ms. Goforth, I mean, they're all around rallying Largo, and they really care about Largo. Is that something that you, as a student, really feel and do you appreciate?
Yes, I really appreciate it. Like, our administration team, they really interact with the students in all aspects. Like, during Spirit Week, they would dress up with the students.
We're going to see some of that here in just a second.
They would do all that, and they try to make it a competition for the students.
Yeah.
So, actually, the class of 2019 just won a Spirit Stick for right now, I guess, until we have the next. competition.
For right now.
For right now, right?
that spirit stick is a big deal.
Yeah, you know, as we were walking around the school, they were talking about that. They were telling us about the spirit stick, and the competition is real. The competition is real. Malik, I'm going to get your thoughts here in just a second, but I want to show the folks at home a little bit of that Spirit Week because we were there as you guys were coming up on homecoming. Let's take a look at that as we rolled up on Largo during Spirit Week, and this happened.
Get all this tackiness.
Get all this tackiness.
So as the spirit goes at Largo High School, we have to represent, this is the greatest of the tackiest fashion.
Hey guys, how are you?
Dr. Mirshaw, she is almost our headline with how competitive she is, how driven she is.
Whenever she says something on Twitter about school spirit, it just makes me like more excited. Like, yeah, now I got to do what I have to do for 2020.
Our parents recognize that she loves our students, and so they send us our very best.
I think the Largo administration, they have it right in this sense. And this is just my personal opinion. They did not ask me to say this, but you know, when parents and the adults really get behind the young people respond, don't they?
Definitely.
They really do.
They definitely do. As the head coach at Largo, I hope this administration stays forever. To be honest with you, I don't know if that's possible or not, but
Sure.
I hope so. I think that's the impact that they're having on our community.
Malik, when you see Mr. Lewis there running around with all of the quirky gear on, that was Tacky Tuesday, is what that was. But just give me your thoughts, just as someone who knows that you are supported by the administration on and off the field. What's that mean to you?
It feels great. It shows that I could be myself because everybody else is being themselves and supporting you for what you like to do.
Okay, all right. Well, of course, this is not just me doing all the talking here, not just these guys. We want to hear what you have to say, and let's go back over to Sharice. Sharice, our social media guru. Sharice is in the house. Sharice, what's the stratosphere, the online stratosphere saying today about Largo?
All right, well, we do have a shout out. We have a shout out from a Corey Manning. It says, Christian, that's my nephew. Shout out his nephew. And that also leads me into another question. You said that you had never played football before until the 10th grade. How was that learning the game of football as a player and then being a part of a team that is getting ready to go to the playoffs?
I feel like it all really helped me become a better player because I got to. In my sophomore year, there was a whole bunch of talent, and each year that talent just kept growing. So me being around them gave me a competition to kind of progress myself into being a better athlete. So yeah.
Well said. Well said. And I'll tell you what, too, Coach. I mean, very great shout-outs to the two. By the way, did you plant that? Did you tell him that? Just joking. But, no, just a shout-out from me personally to your young people because, again, as we said before, Den Pride just doesn't have a lot to do with the name line. I mean, it has to do with academics, too. I mean, I know that you take this very importantly, and obviously your players do as well. 3.6, 3.0. It's hard to be an athlete and get that work done. They're getting it done.
Right, they definitely are getting it done. We're firm believers in that. The E in Den Pride actually stands for education. When we came up with it, the first D is for discipline, the second one is for the second letter is for education. So that's one of our core values. And I'm waiting for the report cards to be released because out of our roster, we're probably going to be up around 85%, maybe even 90% honor roll.
Okay.
And I'm very proud of that. So I'm waiting for the official grades to come out so I can release that because that's definitely something that I'll be proud of. Man. Even more so than any success that we have on the field.
Well said, man. Well said. Well, we can't get you out of here unless we, again, talk about the playoffs. Fairmont Heights is coming up, and I know you guys have seen them before. You've battled with them before. You talked about it earlier in the show. I'll give your players a chance to sort of talk about the Hornets that you played this year. Again, a final word on just the excitement of being in the playoffs and taking on Fairmount Heights.
It's very exciting. I feel like it's an opportunity for redemption against Fairmount Heights.
Yeah.
Because, like we said earlier, they beat us by 2 points. They're a good team, but I feel like we have what it takes to beat them. So.
Okay. Well said. Malik?
I love it. I love the intensity of a playoff game, win or go home. I got injured that game, so I ain't play much. And I'm ready to come back.
So it's time to come back. So the return of the Griff
Exactly.
is in the house. Well, we appreciate you guys being here, parents being here on a Sunday, but we're not done yet. This is my favorite part of the show now, you know. So we've gone through all the official stuff. Now it's time to get a little trivia going on. Are we ready for that?
Super nervous for this part. hopefully I can do good as Coach Parrish. Sheesh.
Yeah,
Coach Parrish and Coach Powell, they set the bar pretty high.
They set the bar pretty high, but don't worry. I think Lockwood missed them all, so don't worry about it. You can't do worse than that.
That makes me feel good if Lockwood missed them all.
I'm just joking, Coach Lockwood. Just joking. All right, for that, we go back over to Sharice because Sharice is the one who gives us all the trivia questions, and she gives us the rules as well in the last couple of minutes. Sharice, take it away.
All right. So this is my favorite part of the show as well. So I have 4 questions for you today, and they could be about anything. They could be about Largo. They could be about pop culture. It could be about sports, anything.
I love this.
Anything.
If they get
3
it right.
questions today. If they get it right, you hear a.
Okay.
And we don't have. We always say we don't have anything for and, but we just say so if they get it wrong.
Special effects budget is still coming in. We're still. But then again, you probably won't get any wrong. So we won't have to use the budget.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. So it's actually 3 questions. So I'll start with my first question.
Okay.
First question is all about Largo. All right. Now, which popular rapper is an alumni of Largo High School?
So one answer amongst the group,
Yes,
right? You
a
can talk. You can talk amongst yourselves,
consensus.
and then give the answer. What do you got? 20 seconds.
All right. Yes. So
Tick,
is that
tock,
either
tick, tock.
Fat Trail or Pusha T?
I don't know who any of these people are. I'm getting
It
over.
has to be Fat Trail because Pusha T's from Virginia. So I'm going to go with Fat Trail.
Is that?
Yeah, Fat Trail.
Hey, Fat Trail. Who is Fat Trail?
Fat Trail. He's a rapper.
Oh, okay.
He's a young rapper.
Yeah,
too.
he's a young rapper.
I'm happy
Yes.
I was able to
Oh,
get
okay.
that.
All right.
Okay.
I was gonna say Public Enemy.
They listen to it in the weight
It's been a long
room.
time.
They keep me young listening to it in the weight room. So
KRS-One, Ryan.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So the next question. Will Smith just recently announced that one of his popular movies, it will now be another one added to the series. Is that going to be Men in Black 4 or Bad Boys 3?
Bad Boys 3. Ring the bell.
Largo is on.
Doing good.
fire.
All right.
Largo is
All
on.
right.
Fire. Have we ever had anybody get all of them?
I don't think so.
You know, outside of DeLon Paris,
Yeah, well,
who
yeah.
jumped the
Oh,
gun
yeah,
on
no,
all
he
of
got- yeah,
them,
he got-
right?
he was ready.
DeLon.
I'm coming for you, Coach.
There you
All
go.
right. So
Come
this
on.
is the last question. This one is actually a fun one.
Okay.
So LeVar Ball, the father of LiAngelo,
yeah.
LaMelo, and Lonzo Ball,
The loudmouth dad, right?
yes,
Okay.
recently said that he could do one of these things with his eyes closed. Is that beat Michael Jordan 1-on-1 or coach the Lakers to an NBA title?
Oh, wow.
Okay. You guys want to take it or want me to take it?
He got to be Coach the Lakers. He ain't me and Jordan.
So that's not the final answer. I think that the answer is beat Michael Jordan.
Because he has talked a lot about Jordan.
Because he's talked a lot
He's
about that.
talked a lot about Jordan.
He actually said that he would post Michael Jordan up because he's too small.
Yeah. But is that your final answer, Coach? I don't
You guys
know.
trust me?
Yeah.
I ask you all the time, do you trust me? Do you trust me?
Trust your coach.
If I get it
Trust
wrong,
your coach.
if
Trust
I
your
get it
coach.
wrong, you got to
Trust
ride with
your
me because
coach.
that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Okay.
All right, so final answer, beat Jordan.
Beat Jordan.
He said he could coach the Lakers to an NBA title.
Oh, it's a switcheroo.
Yes.
Switcheroo.
That must be something that happened after they signed LeBron
Yeah.
James.
Well, in all fairness to you, and he said a lot of stuff.
Yes.
He said a lot of stuff. Very, very few.
We all
very-
did well, though.
You did 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
Well, good job. Hey, good job to Largo. Good job to Largo. And I want to say this to you, Coach. Again, appreciate you coming in. Fantastic job this year.
Appreciate it.
Again, the record is what it is. You battled your way, constant improvement from beginning to end, and you're in the playoffs. So great job on that. Christian Manning, 3.6 grade point average, defensive end, outside linebacker, senior. Appreciate you stopping in today. Continue that great work, in the classroom, on and off the field. So we appreciate you. Malik Griffin, reach all the way over here. Running back extraordinaire. Keep scoring them touchdowns and keep hitting them books, young man. Doing a great job. 3.0 grade point average, senior running back, defensive back. These are the Largo Lions who do a fantastic job on and off the field. We appreciate you guys coming in here today. Don't forget you can check out all of these episodes on Prince George's County Public Schools digital platforms. You can check them out. Next week, I think we got Suitland coming in here next week. Suitland is in the house. Maybe it's Fairmont Heights coming off a win or a lose. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. Who knows? But we do appreciate everybody watching throughout the weeks. That's going to do it for this week. We will see you next week as we head out of here. Largo, say, thank you. Take it easy, everybody.